Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to recreate this new 52 series version of Harley Quinn. This is a look from the video I just uploaded called One Girl, 6 Suicide Squad Members, so if you want to check it out, link will be down below. Now let's get started. So if you watch my videos often, you know what I'm going to say here, but you're going to want to use an eyeliner pencil, whether it be a nude or white eyeliner pencil, to outline all the features, because this is going to give you an idea of where you want everything to be placed, and it's going to help you cut down on mistakes. People always ask me if I am naked when I'm filming, and I am. Well, not fully naked, because that would just be like really weird, but no, I am topless, and I just put the camera high enough that you don't see my little itty bitty titties. Make sure you have a reference picture nearby, but basically I outlined around the eyes, the lips, the collar and cape, and then also the clothes. I didn't go too far down though, painting on my body, because if I would have went too far down and showed that part, then you would have saw my boobs. True story though, one time I uploaded a video and I had like a nip slip, but I didn't notice it, and then I hurried up and took the video down, and thank God nobody took a screenshot, because the last thing I would have wanted to see, it's like I'm on a website and then it's like meet local girls who want to like do it, and then it's like a picture of me. To paint Harley's skin color, I just use a white paint, and you gotta really work the paint into your brush to help prevent streaks. For me, sometimes I find I have to do a few layers of the white paint to get the coverage that I want. You don't want to use too much water, otherwise it's going to be really streaky. You know, white face paint I find is like the hardest paint to actually work with. So you really just want to make sure you work the color into your brush, like I said, to help prevent the streaking. Use the white face paint to paint the collar. You're going to paint like the entire collar white, except for the top part of it. You're just going to put like little white circles above each cylinder, if that makes sense, and then you're going to shade around it later on, because that's what's going to make it have a lot of depth and look like there's actually a hole. Now I'm using a black face paint to start outlining things, especially the eye area, you know, to color that part in, and then I use it to outline the ears, the mouth, all the little features. Do outline your jawline, your nose, your nostrils, your cheekbones, and you do this to make yourself look more like a comic character and to look like a drawing. I made sure to set the black face paint on the eyes with a black eyeshadow, and the black eyeshadow I'm using is from my NYX Wicked Dreams eyeshadow palette. There's a black eyeshadow in there that's very, very pigmented. So I made sure I set the face paint because it tends to budge when it's on top of the eyes, especially my eyes, because my eyes are sensitive to light, and when I film, the lights are really bright and I start tearing up, so it was important for me to set that area. My favorite thing to outline was the neck collar, just because it made it look like it was really like popping out, like I was actually wearing something around my neck. That's my favorite thing to do, to make a like painting look 3D, you know, like add a lot of dimension and make things look like they're popping out or really like sinking in. Then I use a red paint to paint on the lip color. You can use a lipstick in this area, but I just used the red paint just because it makes it look more like cartoony and like it was drawn on instead of the creamy texture that tends to happen with the lipstick. So that's why I just ended up using face paint here. Then I used the red paint to paint part of the corset. The corset is red and blue. It's not all red and it's not all blue. And then I used it to also paint the cape. I then mixed a yellow, brown, and orange color together to create a gold color I used to paint the pendant, and then I used a blue paint from Mehron to paint the parts of the corset blue. I then go back with the black face paint and use it to paint on the strings. I didn't paint too many strings just because if I went too far down you would see my boobs. So yeah, I mean, if you plan on wearing this out for Halloween, chances are you're probably going to buy a corset and not paint it on so you're not walking around naked. But I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead, YOLO. Anyways, after that I go back with the white face paint and use it to highlight around the mouth and around the eyes, just to make some features stand out. I even highlighted on the corset. Onto my favorite part, shading. I love shading. You want to shade pretty much everywhere on the body except for the face, especially the collar. You want to shade where the circles are on the top to add a lot of depth there, so it kind of looks like there really is a hole there, and make it look like it's protruding. And then along the collar on each little cylinder that you painted on, you want to shade on the edges of it and keep the center of each one white, so it kind of like highlights that area when you keep it white, and then it just really makes it stand out. You can kind of see what I'm doing here and like just the different shading makes. And then you want to shade like your boobs, you want to shade the corset, you want to shade under the cape. Like I said, it's really going to make everything stand out. I then used a black paint to outline my collarbone and shoulders. Finally, I used a red paint to paint I Heart Mr. Joe above my chest. Remember, if you want to take pictures of this look or video, you have to paint the letters on backwards. Otherwise, when you take the picture picture is going to show the words as backwards, if that makes sense. So to get it to be correct in pictures, you got to make sure you paint backwards. So that's it for the tutorial. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll have the Joker out for you guys tomorrow. And please leave a comment below. Let me know what series you would like me to do next. I mean, it could be anything. It could be Disney, it could be like Disney princesses, Disney heroes, or maybe like Star Wars, whatever you guys like. Please comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.